One day God asked me, what's the difference between Zechariah and Mary when I gave them a promise? The angel Gabriel appeared to Zechariah and told him that he was going to have, him and Elizabeth were going to have a son, and he was going to be John the prophet. So he was going to actually be born before the Son of God, and he was going to do, like, basically, you know, make a way for the Lord, or like just prepare that way. And also, angel Gabriel appeared to Mary and told her she was going to have the Son of God. She was going to conceive. He was going to be the salvation for his people. Upon hearing this, Zechariah asked the angel Gabriel, well, how would I know? How can I be sure of this? And Gabriel was like, okay, since you are trying to lean on your own understanding, I'm actually going to make you mute until your son is born. And so literally he came out of the temple and he couldn't speak until his son was born. Mary, on the other hand, when she heard what the Lord told her through the angel, she said, let it be done the way that you say. I am your servant, God. And basically saying, like, and if you say this is going to happen, I believe it, and I'm all in. I'm your servant. As I was like reading these stories, Zechariah was trying to lean on his own understanding. He was asking the angel, well, how would I be sure of this? Like, how would I know? He was already like coming up with these questions in his head. He was leaning on his own understanding. When in scripture it says, do not lean on your own understanding, but trust God with all your heart and mind. And so the difference was he was leaning on his own understanding. He was trying to figure out, calculate it right here. When Mary, having faith, was like, hey, who knows? Maybe she did kind of have these questions. She did ask though. She said, how would this be so? I've never even been with a man. Her question was different than Zechariah's questions, because Zechariah was trying to calculate the understanding, when Mary was actually speaking facts, like asking for a fact, like, well, how would this be? Because I've never been with a man. Her response was out of faith, out of obedience, out of let it be done as you will, Lord, and I trust you. So next time you hear God telling you something and you are trying to calculate the questions, like, well, how is this gonna be, God? How? Don't be Zechariah, okay? Be Mary.